He'll be playing up against EG and Y Chris G.
Crazy how this musical chairs of esports teams work.
Yeah. I never thought I would see Chris G in an EG jersey in all my life.
And that was once, of course, Justin belonged to that team before.
Yeah.
And now you have this super team that's been created in Echo Fox, and they've been, at least for this, I guess this is the first tournament where they've really been able to test their might and show the full worth of their investment in really the coup d'etat overnight of all the FGC talent onto one team. I haven't really seen anything like this in the industry, but now they're
definitely not
display.
in fighting games, right? Yeah, they all rolled in on the Air Fox one, just cruised in, and now are looking pretty good to take, you know, a lot of the events here. I know in Tekken they look very strong, but in Street Fighter as well, they have so many players still in. Momochi, he had a few close games yesterday, but made it out in winners. Tokido here, and he's been playing a lot.
Tell me this isn't esports. How many, collectively between the two of them, Chris G and Tokido, how many sponsors right now are on their jerseys? Look, I can't even count.
As a segwayologist, right, I can tell you that I could hit all the sponsors, but it's
in one breath?
For a mortal,
in one breath?
For a mortal being, that's a lot of sponsors. But for me, it just looks like a normal day, right?
If you can do it in one breath without like choking yourself out, I'd like to see that.
Well, you know, Z, some people are into that, all right? So that's just one thing you have to think about. But for me, one breath, sponsors on the shirts, easy peasy. There's some repeats.
There's sponsors in the back, mind you, that we probably can't see.
Yeah, exactly. The back is all done up. There's even more sponsors on the back there, but Tokido, you know, rocking the Echo Fox and Chris G on the EG, and it's really interesting to me to see these two players play against each other because, you know, Tokido has been really good so far with the Akuma pick. I think a lot of people didn't believe in that character at first, right?
He really wanted to stick with it. A lot of top Japanese players do not even put him in the top 10 characters, but because he is so representative of Tokido's playstyle over the years, especially in Street Fighter 4.
Dang, did you see the way he flicked that handshake out there with extreme finesse? That was crazy.
He held it out there.
Yeah, that was like a medium punch for sure. There's no way that was a jab handshake. That was pretty good. So it's Akuma versus Guile. Let's talk about some of the important stuff in this matchup. Standing Fierce from Akuma is one of the most important buttons in this matchup by far. Guile is going to try to put out V-skill or throw
range,
booms.
And at the hitbox at the tip of that Standing Fierce from Goki.
Yes.
A lot of red on that.
Exactly. So Standing Fierce, he's going to look at that range exactly where he's standing, and he's going to hit confirm it. So that Fierce is absolutely one of the most important buttons for Akuma in the entire game. He blocks out the pressure series and checks him on the way in. So Tokido, he's going to be meeting with that crouching medium kick a lot. You can combo jab off of it, and it's just really valuable. He's very good at hit confirming it as well. See, medium kick. Whoa, that was
went for the throw.
Yeah, and I think
Chris returns the favor twice, and now he's going to get some loops in.
Is he going to hit it? This is not the old Declaration of Independence we knew. The new Bill of Rights that he's hitting him with the Season 2 amendment, but now Tokido with the V reversal. Chris G still in good positioning. He's got space to work with the jump. Ooh, the throw bait.
Non-press there from Chris G.
Yeah, he didn't go with the Gaijin tech or the Japanese jump back tech. He just stayed patient. Air fireball, big damage.
Oh! Clocked him in the face.
The freedom!
Wow!
Upside down. Ballistic missile kick from Guile to take out Goki on the way in.
The
nice
EX
work.
air fireball gave Chris G a little too much time to confirm and just flash kicked it right out of the air.
Yeah, he was totally prepared. You see the walk up from Tokido fishing with that Fierce.
Ooh, the
dive
air
kick.
throw? Okay, good punish on his Tatsu. Not very heavy damage though.
That time the flash kick was ready, and you can see that Chris is doing a really good job of forcing Tokido to go to other options besides the grounded approach, and that means he can flash kick freely. As freedom is not always easy to jump in on. If he has down charge, oh yeah, you'll take that trade as Guile. You get stream positioning and a lot of damage on Akuma.
Oh, yes, punish with the Standing Fierce.
Yeah, air to airing that is very hard. It has a pretty far out hitbox.
Wow, sweet right at the tip.
Yeah, perfect spacing from Tokido. No uppercut. I feel like that's always a weakness Tokido has had, by the way, is anti-airing.
He's really improved that over the years, though. He's made sure. Oh,
what a
lovely walk under!
That was so sick. And now Chris G is in optimal positioning to take this. He's got corner, jump back to avoid the fireball.
Wow!
Dual combo. And he's got critical
half
art.
screen.
He didn't spend the CA. No V reversal or V skill from Tokido to parry that. EX trying to get a little bit of that chip, but Chris with the avoidance. And one button will do it. Chris G.
Sobot, what? That clearly hit him.
Clearly did not. Don't tell Capcom. The fireball!
Ooh.
He goes all the way through 11 seconds on the clock.
3-hitter.
Chris G.
Wait,
he just
he
lost the
relinquishes
lead.
the life lead.
And now it's got to be
6 seconds
careful.
to make something happen.
Tokido trying to play defense.
Will you see the overhead?
I can't
no,
believe he didn't have the
so
play damage. No, the chip. Chris G got it. Chris G got it because of the life at
That
the
was
end.
the most genius thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, because the great damage added up, and then he added that chip on
But
the
he
end.
timed it at 1 second so that the ensuing punish wouldn't count.
Exactly.
Then he's waiting, he's pausing. That was too much adrenaline for one man.
And that was crazy. Yeah, you see Chris G thinking about it for a while, although Tokido looks prepared for the next
Who
match.
is Karate Kid rooting for in the back there? Christopher G.
You're talking about Daniel Son in the back.
Oh, yes, the crane kick.
I think Daniel Son is rooting for America. Despite what Miyagi has taught him, he believes
He's going against Mr. Miyagi.
the teachings. You know, he wax on, he's done the wax off, but you got to root for the US of A. No anti-air from Chris. He just got out of there instead. And we'll see if Tokido has
Ooh,
the
they're
justice.
trading standing fierces.
Yeah, and it hurts
Hershey
a
comes
lot
out on
more
top.
when Akuma gets hit by it.
No flash kick there.
Yeah, trading jump overs out of the corner. Man, I feel like Tokido has only been hit by 2 back pierces, and his life is pretty far drained.
Puts him back in the corner.
Oh, wow! Yeah, he really tried to throw bait Chris there, but didn't get it.
They're trying their best to avoid the corner situation. Nice, he's gonna get him
Loop.
here, and he's crouching. Okay, stood him up.
Yes, that Sandy Pierce puts him back to that neutral state, and now Chris G with the big lead
Backs
here.
off.
Got him!
Ooh, a little too fast on that EX boom.
Yeah, I mean, Red Fireball is great because it hits multiple times and it doesn't cost bar, right? But unfortunately, it has a long startup. Now the walk down. Tokido, he's in trouble here. Match point for Chris G.
Ooh.
And the boom is still coming, but yeah, interrupts the upside down kick. Heavy top super stun and positioning.
Good gamble on the EX somersault.
Chris G has the lead, just jumps away. Yeah, he doesn't want to avoid that situation after the air fireball. Back fierce and he can juggle. Yes, then the flash kick. Chris G in such good positioning.
Tokido in trouble now.
Oh, and it
eats
did
a bevy
enough.
of booms. What?
Did you see the look on Chris G's face? He was even surprised that he took out one of the top Japanese player, and the Foxes, one by one,
Are getting culled in the wild.
they're getting dropped into this losers bracket. The high five back there. Daniel-san, nowhere to be seen, for reference.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's been a long time, dude, you know?
I hear this is the oldest running tournament in North America.
Yeah, as far as I understand it. I don't know if there's like any that are further along or have been running longer internationally, but this is what I
Togeki
know.
almost made it, but collapsed when Justin Wong bodied them at Marvel and ran away with the trophy.
Yes.
He single-handedly decimated that tournament series. So.
Well, up next we have Moons, who is playing Rashid, player 1 side, versus Hyro's Bison on player 2 side. An interesting match for sure because, you know, Moons was really playing Bison a lot in Season 1 and playing Street Fighter a lot, but then immediately kind of toned off a little bit and has come back in Season 2 and is playing Rashid. So should be familiar with this kind of matchup. That was a sick escape already.
So many players are having problems dealing with that Devil's Reverse, but excellent evasion there from Moons. Using that character knowledge. Oh, no punish.
Yeah, he just rolling right out, and so Hyro's gonna have to try to chase that. That's gotta be something he looks for, is piloting the Devil's Reverse backwards and chase. Yeah, Bison V reversal is a little faster, but not fast enough. Well, crushed, he can dash up and get the combo, and look at that big corner carry he gets off of it. Yeah, tons of advantage. And Moons just jumps away. He has another trigger to activate here. Oh, the slide!
Was that just a raw slide?
Yeah, I think he read backdash, right? Because Moons wanted to get away and activate. Oh, the interruption. He's got him. Rolling. And one more mix-up could do it. Counter hit. The V reversal, but he's a little too far.
Bursted, and yep.
That roundhouse was on the way. If it had connected, it would have been a crush counter. Since that medium kick was on startup, and he would have got him, but with the Hyro, his Bison play has been so clean. Actually beat Ricky in their pool, so that's how he made it here. Crush counter, and just goes for the orb instead of positioning. The EX Devil's Reverse, as you mentioned, such a powerful tool. It's really tough to deal with. The V reversal, it doesn't completely stop the pressure, but it pushes them back a little bit and allows you to have that space. All right, caught him again. Not going to combo. It is a little far, and that tornado about to run
Whoa!
out. Oh, the cross
them
up.
up.
That was so sick, and the counter hit combo should be stun. It is. Should be the round. Boom.
Hey.
He's always been a crafty fella, you know. He's a Marvel player for a long time, and that kind of setup is the kind of stuff that he would come up with for sure. And he's always played like orange or mustard yellow characters for some reason. It's like his thing. Yeah,
Dude,
the
Devil's
rolling.
Reverse is pretty manageable if you compare it to, is it Super Turbo Devil's
Oh,
Reverse?
yeah.
Was it O Bison? O Dictator? Could
Yeah.
fly like halfway across the screen and then come back. If you want to see a nasty Devil Reverse, check out that one.
I mean, yeah, just in it. Oh, that was meaty as heck. And in a lot of games, Devil's Reverse has always been a powerful tool. In this game, no, Bison is so slow that, you know, it's one of his main mobility tools to get around. All right, activation, and look at the screen space he's going to get off of this, right? Pursuing in, neutral on block. Roll out of the way again, Moons. He's so genius about that.
Yeah, it was not a coincidence in the first round. Definitely has a strategy against Devil's Reverse.
Activation, we'll see if he can get the mix-up. Yeah, just immediate throw. Smart to get that gray heat accumulated.
Ooh, teleporting every which way, but caught.
Yeah, I like the block string from Moons, and then caught him with the mixer. There's been a lot of movement from Hyro, or attempts at movement. All right, just pushes him back with the flames. Gonna activate here. If he does Devil's Reverse, he'll end up on the other side. So can traverse past.
Can he get over that?
Yeah, because he teleports to the other
Okay.
side. Only in V-trigger though. Oh, the back throw. Yeah. That was smart. So Moons has been using the EX Eagle Kick to get through Bison a lot of the times, and it's a very smart tool, especially, you know, it's safe on block. You just pass through people. So he'll do it and then be like, all right, here's your counter poke, and then fly right through. So not a bad idea for Moons. He's got some crafty stuff for sure. You can tell that he's been putting a lot of time into these to find these solutions. Oh, air reset actually worked out for Moons.
Keeping him grounded with the swipes.
Bison has some very powerful button. Meaty, super meaty crouching medium punch there off of that setup. And crouching medium punch already has advantage. So, you know, when you mediate, it's very, very, very plus. Oh, miss
Oh,
call.
okay. Went on to the other side.
Yeah, probably not what he wanted, but still something. Counter hit confirm. I really like that Hyro has adjusted the way he's approached with Devil's Reverse.
Every time he sees him go airborne with the reverse, responding with a roll to evade and get to the other side. Activation. Has been going for the throw. Mix it up this time.
See Moons, he's got to be sitting there waiting for that dash. That Bison dash is all you're looking for. Invincibility he got through, and oh, challenge on the other side. He's got EX. No, he dropped the combo.
What?
But throw, so close to taking it. The mixer, and it doesn't get the full juggle and
Wow.
the throw.
Didn't get the extension on the mixer, which would have taken it.
Yeah.
Glanced him in the air, one hit, and that was the difference in that round.
For sure, had that mixer fully juggled, Moons would have been in a great position. That projectile this season, it's just going to travel. It's coming out for days. So you got to just deal with it if Bison uses the EX or crushed. Corner carry, and now positioning for Moons. Meaty setup, yeah, he gets another meaty there. Mixer, he's close to stun. Oh, the roundhouse, yeah, classic. It baits a throw, it puts you airborne.
Low light stun with the cross-up light kick, and then just hit him with that crush
Oh,
pad.
meaty, and he looked for another one, but Moons, got to be careful here. This is danger mode. Bison, he's got that slide into trigger if you're not careful. Oh, the shorts! The sandals kicking him on the way in. It was the roundhouse scissor kick that Hyro went for, trying to activate into V-trigger, and Moons was ready. That would have traded with slide. He would have killed too. So he really was just thinking it out, knowing that he was going to be in good position. Crush. Oh, and the wall jump escape. So smart for Moons.
I think this is the first time someone successfully blocked or evaded all the Devil's Reverse in an entire match.
Yeah, it really has not been too big of an issue so far. Advantage, yeah. So Hyro with the reversal crush. Set up again.
Moons wants that meaty set up so badly.
Yeah, it's a really good setup for sure. A little punish on the sweep, activation, and Hyro with the jump back to get him some chip for sure.
Sneaky run-up grab doesn't make it.
Other side, and he still got pressure. Hyro still does have V reversals. Oh, the jump, but he didn't believe in the combo.
Terrific defense there from Hyro.
Still approaching with that Devil's Reverse. And he's not doing it super high up in the air to allow Moons time to see it. You see that? He's flying it low to the ground. Okay, the big down forward fierce. And Moons is in trouble here. Oh, but the side switch. This is a bad spot for Hyro.
Break. Ooh.
Tried to throw bait, but
Fights himself out of the corner. Now this
oh, the throw! Yeah, that was so far. You notice that Moons, he's really, on defense, he's really patient. He's not doing reversal EX very often. He's not doing too much. If he does anything, it's wall jump, escape, or nothing. And that's all that he's gone to on defense. So I think Hyro's really recognized that. See how this goes. Third match here. And it's been a back and forth. Man, sick whiff punish at the start. Not a lot of damage, but he still does get pressure and position. That raw slide. No interrupt, and the crush. Didn't have the cancel. There it is. Finally an anti-air. That is significantly better this season. And as you mentioned, I can't think of a time anybody has done better at dealing with doubles reverse than this.
Well, it takes a former Dictator player to know all the ways of evading it. Great, tried to do it that time, but wasn't able to hop over that tornado.
Yeah, big doubles, or big try to approach, but now this is a good spot. Moon's counter hit combo, and he is now on match point in this other section of pools that we're in here. This is, you know, these players trying to find their way to the top 8 in this bracket. This is where Tokido, Chris G, Justin, all those guys are playing as well. Big jump.
Oh, but missed the ensuing combo. Left a lot of damage on the table there. Missed double the first input.
You gotta be so careful. Dash forward does work out. Moons is in the middle of whipping a button, so couldn't check it. Ooh, no whip punish. We're just hanging out on that button and roll out again.
Making him waste all the meter.
Yeah, his escape percentage is so ridiculously high. Trying to bait him there, and he's going to have the enhanced mixer on block trade. Yes, it is.
Oh, here extended combo.
One more for stun. Setup.
Interrupted his combo for the
one. And the chase. Yes, that'll catch you teching or hitting a button. And that
covered all the options there.
Everything, yeah. I mean, jump over, like, cross up, and then do immediate EX Eagle Spike is so good. It beats buttons. It beats teching. Basically, if you don't down back, you get hit. So that's why it's so powerful. And it's safe on block. So one of the best decisions that you can make in the game. And, man, we got a good one coming up next. Looks like it's going to be Chris Tarian there on the left side, rocking as much
that is the
frat
hardest
material.
Yeah, that is like the most frat hoodie, and then like the hardest jacket worn by Problem X with the Oakland Raiders.
So it looks like this will be a good one, a slobber knocker. We saw all of Next Level get carved up by NuckleDo earlier when he proclaimed that NLBC is free. That's what I heard him say. He said it was no problem. He said his path was pretty easy since, you know, it was all New York players. But yeah, really good stuff so far from him on that side. But this is the Wednesday Night Fights Hug Boy, Chris Tarian, trying to hold it down. This is the jump over, and you can see this match was definitely a good one for sure. I mean, Moons, he had some really crafty uses for that EX Eagle Spike, and this is that time where the mixer
One hit, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't get that juggle, which is the big one. That short to interrupt too. There's a lot of stuff in this matchup that made it look like Moons was very prepared for Bison.
That maximum range throw we were talking about.
And that meaty afterwards. And Moons just such good play. I feel like he was so prepared.
This was sick. That covered all the options. Got him the stun. Backdash, throw.
Yeah, and I think coverage is one of the most important things in this game. You know, covering every rise on knockdowns, covering all the escape options, covering everything that you can. So, yeah, that was definitely an important decision there.
Is that EX like for an EX move, or is that the actual lettering?
No, it's
the Greek lettering.
Yeah, you know, it's the Greek stuff.
That's a pretty sick like Street Fighter frat.
Right, yeah, I feel like it's a good, you know, you give him a lot of credit if you think it's intentional. But it is definitely pretty sick how it worked out. This is Problem X, one of Europe's finest, versus Chris Tarian.
He believes that Birdie got buffed in Season 2.
Problem X?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, the one thing I like about Problem a lot is that he's a dude that when you ask him about his characters, he's very positive, I feel like, usually.
I was like, where's your Alex? He's like,
nah, yo, I don't know about that one. Yeah. But you ask him about a lot of his characters, and he's pretty like upbeat about it. You know, when I talk to him, like, oh, what do you think about this? He's like, yeah, it's totally fine. And a lot of people are not always as, you know, prominently happy with a lot of the changes their characters get. They're like, oh man, my character is the worst. You know, like certain characters. But It's just a whole bunch of hubbub, and with the right attitude, you can make it work, and that's what you see here. Problem X going to be rocking Birdie, and I think Birdie has always fought the Shotos pretty decently, especially Ken, who doesn't really have the ground game to compete in a lot of the instances, but in Season 1 he had an excellent air approach, and that really helped in this matchup. Great reaction from Problem with that forward Fierce to get through the fireball already. He does have armor. And you can see the ground game is going to be pretty
Got him right through the movement.
And it leaves them point blank, so big combo afterwards from Problem X. Oh, the dive,
wow,
caught the run,
stunned. The forward dash, and the Twitter birds are chirping.
Boom. Somewhere out there, Winner Stays On is tweeting about European Street Fighter play and telling people about lakes and all that good stuff. Whoa, interesting.
I don't
whip
get
punish.
that. Jump into it, like, I would gladly jump into a lake.
That sounds good, right? You know, on a hot summer's day here in Atlanta.
One of those idioms that we just don't work here.
Where we have real English.
We speak American on Capcom Fighters.
The EX chain works out. And yeah, not a lot of whip punishes from Chris. I think he's so afraid of the buttons and the range that they can occupy. It's really tough to do as Ken. Ooh, the cancel, yeah.
Didn't do anything after I run. After the good awareness from Problem X to know which runs are minus, which then to run.
He knows what buttons to hit. Active plus frames, and Chris checks with the Fears. Another approach, and the V reversal just to get him out of there. Problem doesn't want to deal with it. Oh, no uppercut, but the challenge jump. Big damage from Chris Tarian. He's one hit from taking this. Fake step
Ooh,
kick.
the fake! You're not Momochi! What are you doing? Oh, is it gonna... Okay.
He's living. Good try, but not in time. Oh, no,
And
he missed the punish.
And that was a mistake from both players, and non-punish and then the wrong punish as he scratches his head there in disbelief that he had made such a grievous error in the critical moment of the match.
Yeah, he tried back strong Fierce, and neither button came out. He just completely didn't know the block stun. So definitely one of those moments where matchup inexperience causing him issues. That big medium punch check, and Chris gets a little punish on the V skill. And now a lot more forward from Chris T. You see more fireballs, more forward movement. He doesn't want to kind of sit here and slug. In the front.
Standard setup carried over from Season 1.
Yeah, you can also cross up Tatsu if you're really feeling like it. Oh, the cross cut. All right, activation, and Chris is going to respect the advantage. Oh, nope. Yeah, there it is. And the armor to get right through. Big damage. Yeah, you gotta be so perfect to get rid of that. And now Problem's in there. Bad spot.
Yeah.
Goes the stun.
What?
Oh my God. The hardest of read. Just walk up on this man's wake up and says, yeah, I know you are going to EX up.
What?
How about I just jump you up here? And that was a crazy read from Problem.
Can we make Shoryukens great again? Can we vote for that?
No.
As a democratic FGC, can we vote to make uppercuts great again?
I mean, Birdie did his own uppercut. It's basically
That's not an uppercut. That was a bullhorn.
Oh, crush counter on the run. Big cancel. Drop the combo, but Chris got caught hitting buttons.
Card chase down, no punish.
Yeah, and you know that Birdie EX is coming. You know at all times that Birdie players are swinging.
What that was!
And Chris Tarian with the big fire. Oh, they jumped
these reads!
Oh my God, we are swinging. We are swinging in the streets. What a crazy, serious Problem taking risks. Chris Tarian doing uppercuts, but the difference is Problem didn't spend a lot of his resources there. That was just V-gauge. So now Chris Tarian out of meter. No resources left in this final round. Oh, the dive, and he just stayed ducking the whole time. All right, block from Chris T. And punish.
Yeah, you can't really punish that.
Stun, and this is looking so tough for Chris Tarian.
Though.
EX for damage. He also gets set up here. Dash forward.
Gonna check him in the button? Nope.
He just back throw it. No uppercut from Tarian. Crush. Okay, we'll see what the setup is. Cross up.
Loved it.
Oh, he missed it!
That's the second time he's made it. Okay.
And he's close to stun, yeah. Problem has to be very careful. Oh, that was a sick
I've never seen a Birdie use an anti move with such efficiency as a Problem. So the Redcoats, the British, have taken it. Independence has fallen here in America.
Yeah, I mean, you know, freedom has been defended at a lot of angles today. There's been Knuckle Dude's been looking great. Chris G took Taquito in a loser's bracket just a second ago. I mean, American Street Fighter has been looking great.
The
but
British
not against
are
the
coming.
not against the Redcoats for sure. That was definitely a tough one for Chris Tarian. Problem X looked like he has played every Ken in the world. and he was super prepared. That was
Well,
sick.
Logan himself plays Ken himself.
He does. Winner stays on. Yeah, I know there's a fiery tweet waiting in my timeline.
I wish I had a movie named after myself as well.
Yeah,
I wonder how many times Logan watched Logan.
That's a good question. Have you seen that movie?
No.
You haven't seen it yet?
No.
Man, I went to a theater with Tasty Steve to watch it.
No.
I was worried for my safety. As watching any kind of superhero movie with Steve is always like, you got to be slightly concerned.
Gripping you from like.
Yeah, he's like going to rip your arm off, and you're like, oh my God, Steve, it's just a fight scene. And he's like, yo, man, but did you see the, oh my, and then he stabbed him and then he hit him with the, and I'm like, Steve, you don't have to commentate the movie. We can just enjoy this together.
You guys are those guys commentating movies in
I'm
the theater?
trying not to. Like, I'm like, Steve, you got to be, and he's like, did you see that? And he came out of the movie theater and was like, it was ridiculous. But, you know, that's just an average day with Tasty Steve. If you don't believe that he is that excited at all times, you have not met the man.
Oh, his energy levels is like super way up there.
And Seglia was making fun of him, actually, because everywhere we went this weekend, he would run up to people in the final round venue and be like, yo, man, I haven't seen you in forever. Oh, my God. And the guy's like, Steve, I saw you last week. It hasn't been that long, but, you know, an excitable fella.
Seems like the winter. Oh, a reluctant handshake there from the Wintry Fox.
Yeah, who conquered the Echo Fox earlier, as you mentioned. He beat Justin Wong in a very close set, and one that he kind of made a big comeback in. This is American players deep in the bracket. If either whoever wins this will have one more match for top 8 at final round.
We're on the cusp of the payout.
The CPT points.
Can you get in the money? Just a few more matches, and these fine players will be able to recoup some of their investments for coming all the way down here to Atlanta, Georgia, at the very first premiere of the CPT 2017 season.
Yeah, and both these players, I feel like it's good to see them playing again. Moons, who's playing a lot in Season 1. Strider has been playing, but was busy in Season 1, and now is being able to make it out to more events. He's been playing more, and his Laura looks very good. See Moons, you see the range he's hanging out at, right? He wants to stay right in that range where if Laura goes for Fireball, he can tag her with that low-medium kick. You see that? He's trying to move up, contest that range, constantly, be in her face. You don't want her to throw that projectile, as it has big proximity guard, which means as she's charging it up, you know, you're stuck. You can't move. You're stuck in that proximity of the projectile. So Moons is trying to play it outside of that range. Yeah, whiff punish. Big counter hit confirmed. In the front, yeah, you got to know the mix-up. Overhead.
Got him with a stunner elbow.
Rolling, and then he would have got the heavy mixer afterwards. Moons looking really clean in that first round. Definitely looks prepared for this matchup. Like, the range he's playing at is the one where he is either completely away from Laura or in a range to contest those fireballs. And because of that, you see Strider moving now. He's trying to readjust the spacing, be mobile enough that, you know, he can't get a feel about when he's going to approach with those fireballs. What a bait! That was ridiculous.
Did he read that?
Yeah, 100%. Because if you cancel into projectile, Laura can do the EX command throw to get through. It's projectile invincible.
That's how deep he is into Strider's head.
Genius. Like, that option hadn't even been shown yet, and he had a counter to it. That is crazy from Moons.
Right. It's not like he got it on the second iteration of that series. He did it on the very first attempt.
Oh, the EX sunset. One more for stun. Or death, actually.
You know, you expect those types of crazy hard reads in long sets, like a Topanga,
right?
You know, a 1st to 7, but man, in a 1st to 2, to show that type of foresight.
Yeah, like preemptively just said, I know that this is what you're going to do. Let me show you. Ooh, checks from Moons. Yeah, keeping the pressure staggered. He doesn't want him to know when he's going to cancel that Crouching Pierce or one of those buttons into the projectile. You can see the big proximity guard on that fireball. Walk under from Moons, but the jab check. In the front. Oh, and the dash forward on the command throw. Let him get away with it. Now Moons is in trouble here. Yeah, just out of the corner. That time for positioning. Back swing. You gotta be so careful.
Okay.
Moons looking to chase down. Oh, yeah, got him.
Should not be airborne with the ensuing Rashipa. They can chase you down, but this is going to get probably the round loss. Great patience there from Strider to bait it out.
Finally, Moons went for that EX. We saw that whole last set he played, he did not do a single reversal. There wasn't a single EX mixer in that set, and that time he was forced to bring it out against Strider. The pressure was so strong.
Great Yomi on display from both players.
And Strider looking like he could reach the top 16 or perhaps even the top 8 here at this first premiere event. It feels good to see this guy around again, you know, competing, as he was so prominent in Street Fighter 4.
What an incredibly different landscape from last year's final round. Just the way that the competition is shaking out as we get deeper into the bracket.
Yeah, it's a new year. American Street Fighter.
It's a thing?
It's real. It exists. The Gaijin have learned. Alright, the EX, and he gets a big combo off this. Yeah, the double strong. And he gets positioning to throw it out. That was so smart from Strider. A great counter, a fantastic anti-air.
Great follow-up, too, with the anti-air.
Oh, he
rushed it in?
Oh
What?
My god. Yeah, the
Okay.
backdash. Moon's not out of this round yet. Activation.
Oh, that was a poor activation.
Yeah, definitely not the right time for that.
Ooh. No follow-up elbow.
Oh, yeah, and he got him. You see, it was like 2 counter pokes, and then immediately Moons was like, oh god, I'm almost dead, I should just block. And then that's when he dashed up and went for the command throw.
Definitely shades of a former Abel player, sort of lulling his opponent to sleep and then going in for the command grab.
Yeah, exactly. Moons was convinced that he should block. And as soon as you can get him to sit still, that's where you go for the command throw. Combo.
Ooh, great series.
Yeah, not combo at that range.
And again, getting hit by the ensuing whirlwind. Pressing something, trying to interrupt, but it's not working out for him.
Moon's changing up his pressure now to avoid that EX sunset. Oh, yeah, he could have done it there, but it's out. And you see the projectile.
Ooh, right over there.
Yeah, Tornado has not been super effective, and there
Right
it is.
through it.
Strider, really, he has all the answers in this matchup, it feels like, so far. In that range, he's throwing projectiles at the perfect range now. Moons is not always ready to contest it because Strider's constantly moving around.
Yeah, very mobile. Dashing in and out, hypnotizing his opponent.
Yeah,
Right
totally
there and setting that up.
ruining Moons' spacing, and there it is. Handshake already complete. As soon as the command throw animation had started, good work to Strider, who is 1 match from top 8 here, final round. That's so fast. He's cruising right on through. We'll see who his next opponent's going to be. We have some good ones coming up here. I see IceFX versus Ronin's Alex Myers, who I haven't seen Alex Myers play all weekend. He must still be hanging out in that bracket. And I see EG, NY Chris G against Problem X. So there are going to be some more international events, more chances for European versus American Street Fighter. We're going to have those matches in just a moment. So if you guys are tuning in, all the matches now are getting, they're getting deep. We're getting deep in the bracket here. This is loser's bracket as I understand it. Alex Myers versus IceFX. This should be a good one. Up next after that, we're going to have EG, NY, Chris versus Problem X.
Is this the last samurai?
This, the last samurai?
Yes.
Tom's on?
Tom Niemer's on.
Yeah.
Ronin Esports.
Ronin Esports, Alex Myers, of course, who is on that player 1 side playing Cammy. And IceFX, Laura, who was in the Proving Grounds last year.
Yeah, tell me a little bit more about IceFX. I haven't really heard much of him.
He was playing in the Proving Grounds last year. He is definitely a strong Laura player. And you have to be dangerous because, you know, many players jumped on the bandwagon, but he's been playing Laura for quite a while.
Ooh, one of those early adopters.
Yeah, he believed from the beginning. So a dangerous player for sure, right? Who's been playing the character for a while. Alex Myers, on the other hand, Cammy play has been very strong lately. And has, you know, been kind of traveling and doing his thing for quite a while now.
Oh, man. That Shirley's going to get punished.
Yeah, and the late cancel Fierce, that is one of the most dangerous things about Laura. She hits standing Fierce, and you think she's not going to do something. You're like, oh, let me just hit a button here. But if she does cancel into that EX Thunderclap, you get clipped. Knockdown and big damage on that. 1 guess left for Alex Myers.
Try to go in for the throw. Oh, okay. Going to get something out of here.
Throw bait. We'll save the second. If he does land a dive kick, oh, the medium kick. Myers 1 hit still from winning, but the trade on the back strong.
Is that Ender?
Yeah, that back medium punch from Cammy, that's a huge button. It's very valuable as an anti-air, but it does trade occasionally.
Didn't have the life, unfortunately, to trade with that jumping light. Lost him in the round.
Yeah, now Myers really putting on the pressure, and this is a smart thing to do against Laura, who you really don't want to let her activate, let her get started. Myers with the big damage. Does have CA on deck, but I expect we'll just spend the 1 bar. Mistime meaty, but still look for throw bait and the anti-air. Clean. Reversal? Yeah, good block. Kind of playing it slow now, trying to figure out exactly when to approach with this Laura V-trigger. Spend some bar. 2 bars.
Another one. Wow, he's confident in this
Yeah.
comeback, but did not make it, and sort of wasted his resources towards the end there.
Yeah, you see Myers really, he just played it slow, and as soon as he saw that V-skill had the jab interrupt, that's an important thing that you have to be worried about in the Laura matchup. Ooh, interesting jab check. IceFX Not taking those throw baits that Myers is going for anymore. Okay, out of the air. Other side, man, that was ambiguous.
Is he mistiming those meaty lights, or is he doing it on purpose to whip?
I think mistimed. It looks like it's maybe just like a
Twice
little
in a row
early.
now.
Yeah. Oh, got grounded. Big damage on that, about 40%. And Myers with the panic out.
Oh!
The snipe.
Wow!
Combo! Oh, the V-trigger combo. Yes, that overhead has the extra advantage. And you see Mike and Ike slides into the frame to try to tell Alex Myers what to do.
Oh! The coaching has been banned!
No coaching on that stage. Min throwing down the hammer saying, hey, scram, kid. Get out of here. Get out of my CPT lawn.
So what exactly is the rule on coaching? Is there an official rule set?
Seems that if there's no coaching on the main stream, as far as I understand it. Ooh, whip punish from Alex Myers, who's down in this first game. SFV looked really impressive. The jump over and keeps the pressure pretty safe. The dash up command throw. Myers is really in trouble here. He's got to figure something out. Activation, and the knee's caught. Yeah, that'll catch you moving or hitting buttons there after the down Fierce V-trigger. Okay,
wow, got lucky on the cross under.
Yeah, very, very lucky for Myers that it worked out that way. Anti-air, jump back. And now Myers, he does have full CA. You see the backdash? He's buffering critical art in each one of those backdashes. Looking for Laura to start up a clap. Yep, there it is.
Wasn't prepared that time, though.
Yeah, Myers, he's been buffering, been looking for it. SFV trying to play it slow.
What?
Oh, the cancel, and Alex Myers. Big uppercut into critical art.
The last Gaijin, a remarkable display of reactions, or just a hard read. Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, he went all in. I mean, she was close to being chipped too, so not a bad idea for sure. Big jump.
Ooh,
yeah.
Almost cleared the hurdle for the clap. Didn't make it, though.
Didn't make it quite all the way in. The clap hit Myers and convinced them to block, which is why SFV got 2 of these command throws in a row now. Jab check. And the challenge again. Myers really swinging here. Got to be careful about that. You don't want to slug.
What was that? Preemptive anti-air elbow.
Ooh, out of the air.
Another time.
And
Just
the throw will do it.
Cammy completely outside of the air. And I think Alex having a difficulty finding a way in if he's been thwarted many a time now.
Yeah, it seems like those anti-airs, as you mentioned, are a big problem.
Okay.
Full punish, but yeah.
A little too far. The drill sort of saved him passing through the body.
Might have wanted the elbow instead, but not correct. Anti-air again. So clean about that. He's really stopping all the ways Myers wants to get in. And Myers hasn't found a comfortable pattern. Yeah, I mean, that trade is okay. It's not great, but he gets a little positioning. No anti-air from Myers either. You gotta be worried about the state of things. If Myers is missing a lot of these anti-airs, okay. Knees. Big damage here. Caught him. And will be the stun.
Got him the stunner.
But not gonna have CA on this combo, as you can see. Hold the throw, not gonna kill. SFV still has 1 chance.
What?
Chip.
Okay.
Yeah,
Came in from the top. I'm assuming that Laura has no way out on the ensuing block.
Yeah, I mean, probably not a V reversal available because it wasn't a true block string, and she did have super that she could have tried, but it's like a grab, so. Very few options left there for SFV. So Alex Myers, a very good decision to go for the chip. Whip punish at the start, and this is what he needs. He needs this Cammy offense to be the well-oiled machine that you can get going.
Yeah, do not let Laura take the initiative. You want to take that ability away from her and dictate the pace of the match rather than let her go amok like so.
Activation. This is Myers' challenge. No. Woo. The walk down throw, and Myers is doing a much better job controlling in the corner here against this Laura. The dash up command throw, she can threaten with the meaty elbow, but does not. Yeah, so scared of Myers reversaling. Will spend it in the corner? No, wants to be set up instead.
Good jab check.
100%, and the uppercut.
What was that?
Yeah, it's invincible while in V-trigger, so the uppercut, a big risk, but still pays off for Alex Myers. Chip will do it now. That's what I expect the dash up was about, and Chip, yeah.
And it traded.
Man.
Trader Joe's.
I can't believe that traded. That's crazy for Cammy, but still works out in favor of Ronin's Alex Myers, who's now in match point after looking like he was in big trouble against SFV.
Oh, on the hooligan. Didn't get an ensuing combo trade, though. Almost looked like he could.
Yeah, trade combo didn't seem like it was going to happen. Oh, the back throw, yeah. Myers was walking up. Leads with the elbow. Goes to stun. Myers got to be careful. But the activation to get out of there.
Wow,
Immediate
somehow
dodge kick.
he got him on the front. I expect forgot to block, but now with his own series.
Spends the 1 bar. Could have sniped.
There you go.
Match point. Both players. See how this goes now. Myers and Icepec both pretty similar on resources. We'll see who can do it.
Whip punish, no. Jumps over, good block. Still gets stoned though.
Oh, and the wake up jab check. Myers now has positioning. Knockdown in the corner, and he's fishing. That crouching fierce.
Great interrupt.
Don't know if I love the V reversal to put himself back in the corner. Yeah. But he finds a little jump in.
Oh, okay, you got to throw it instead, device effect.
Yeah, off that forward dash. He probably could have got something on the V-skill. Oh, counter hit combo.
Whoa,
Myers
what
does
was
not
that?
confirm.
Had 2 hits to confirm and didn't get it.
Oh, the dash up. This could be the start.
That is not what.
Oh, he missed the combo at Myers. 1 hit.
Wow, a little too far. This is going to be punished,
missed
man.
the punish. Not enough. 1 guess.
Woo!
Myers with the back throw.
Whoa.
He's gone.
He's out of the building.
Ooh, the walk back and the immediate
Ooh.
handshake V-trigger cancel pop-off. That was pretty good. I've
The
never seen a
last
Gaijin
samurai
move that
still,
quick.
Yeah, alive in Japan.
Thompson makes it out alive. You know that Danielson is in the background rooting for him for sure. The last great hope. I feel like that was an extraordinary pop-off.
He
for
ran out
the
the
occasion. Yeah, he was out of there.
Dude, look at the hooligans with this Raiders jacket. This is the FGC, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is Problem X all the way.
Where did he get that? Where do you buy a Raider jacket in the UK?
Right, I feel like he would have had to get it imported. Like, there's no way they allow such thuggery through their borders.
That's like me buying Palace here. All right, here is going to take a look back at what just ensued between Ice Effect and Alex.
Yeah, we'll see the match here.
That
was a great
was
challenge,
sick.
for sure. That was a really good, it's like intuition in that moment to know that that was the right idea. That's when he closed out that first round when Ice Effect was on match point and it was looking like it was danger for Alex Myers. He found the stun. He got this big corner opportunity for himself, and this is when he was able to tie things up 1 apiece. Which is really what you have to have that clutch moment, right? You got to be good about that. That chip series,
imminent death.
Yeah, and you see the jump short, immediate.
Laura's not even looking the right way.
Yeah, not much you could do there. This is that final chip out that he did in the first round.
Still can't believe that traded.
Right, yeah, that trade is crazy. I heard CA does not really have that much priority to beat a lot of moves. It trades pretty often. And the throw bait at the end, and then the final round here.
And this was a wild scramble. Could he have gone for a stronger punish?
He built the EX with
just
the
there. I wonder if... And the pop-up. And it was like a double salty pop-up, and then the runaround didn't make it that far.
And you see the handshake at the end, he like bounced off of him.
That was a chest bump.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the hip-hop hug, that handshake, it's not familiar territory for a lot of the Last Samurai. You know, the handshakes are better for us folk, you know. Yeah, you mentioned that that Raiders jacket that he's
And he's
wearing.
got the chain on. He's
I mean,
even though he's wearing the Mount Esports red coat,
yes.
British esports jersey, and encroaching on our free territory, he still is like more American in style than most of us.
Yeah, I want to see you show up next time with like a Manchester United jersey.
Yeah, that's like
and
if
the
Chris
Adidas track pants, you know.
Or yeah, like a Man U like kit, a football kit,
like a soccer hoodlum, you know, or
Yeah.
a football hoodlum. That would be pretty good. But you know, if anybody can defend freedom, it's the originator of the loop, the time where Tasty Steve sung the entire national anthem during a combo. The first time that Chris G busted out that Guile V-Trigger loop at Wednesday Night Fights, the original defender of all things free. Before Knuckle Dude took up the mantle, Chris G against the European invader Problem X, who is in the U.S. You know, I say invader lightly because Problem X is a super nice guy. He's an awesome dude, but you know, it's going to be a really interesting match. Does choose to go with the Bison instead of the Birdie. Probably a better pick this season for sure. Bison has some tools to deal with a lot of the projectiles. He can absorb with his V-Scale and toss it back. You know, he has good movement options. The Devil's Reverse can be tricky to anti-air.
Interesting. Problem X is switching up his character.
Yeah,
going with the all-black Dictator.
That that walk down pressure. Chris a little too far to get what he's looking for.
What about Birdie? Makes this a bad matchup that would make a problem switch back to his original Season 1 character.
Just a little slow, you know. He doesn't have the mobility, right? He has to make a lot of hard reads to get in and make it count. It's not like it's an unwinnable match for sure, but maybe he just feels more comfortable with the Bison pick. As he does have some better tools to handle Guile. That's definitely one of them.
Actually, a good answer against the Devil's Reverse.
And just keeps the pressure pretty safe, pretty
Incredible.
solid.
He's pressed 4 times as many buttons as Chris G has.
Oh, finally the flash kick. Chris G does have V-trigger. No check after that. Oh, the dash, and that should be the round for Chris G. Yeah, chucks out some freedom. Just throws a few of those Patriot missiles.
Street Fighter Rainbow Guile did exactly that.
I mean, that's probably where the idea came from. Walk under, look for the frame trap, but problem with the 3 frames short that Bison has this season. Big jump. Look for the frame trap upside down, but didn't find it. And Chris, yeah, you can see he didn't even duck during any of that, so he didn't have the ability to flash kick in. Get out of the way, dash through.
Wow.
Look at the gray up there in the top. Yeah, that was a 250 damage anti-air probably.
Couldn't keep blocking forever.
Problem really disrespecting Chris by going all these roundhouses here. He's doing a great job. Chris with no V-trigger, obviously. He just spent the bar. Mix up here. The neutral jump to bait throw.
But Chris is getting the hits where it counts, despite pressing far fewer buttons and being a much more defensive in his approach.
Yeah, tons of resources now for problems, so Chris has got to be so careful about this V-trigger Bison and V-reversal. Very smart.
Ooh,
yeah,
right through the boom.
Another.
Again, sends him back flying.
And one hit will do it now for problems. So Chris, you know, you can see.
Oh, aye, there you go. What was that?
Certainly a misinput, right?
And all that gray damage had to linger there and cause him the round.
Yeah, so that's going to be first game Chris G, and we'll see if Problem maybe decides to stick with the character. Maybe he can switch it up. It's up to him.
Oh, wait.
He wanted a minute. He said, wait a minute, bro. Did you see my thumbs up? Did you see the thumbsies?
That was a half a thumbs up. So what players need to be watch out for is there's a lot of based monsters out there. They will put you in the thumbs up clip compilation.
The compilation,
so when you're doing it, you have to make sure you do it cool.
Yeah, you got to look on point, you know. That's a key thing.
An emphatic thumbs up, because you will get put on a compilation video.
I just prefer the nod. I feel like, you know, you just look over, you nod, they nod. There's not a lot of hand gesturing, you know, that could be misinterpreted. It's much easier that way.
You know, League has like pentakills, you got CSGO, pentakills, and we have thumbs up compilations?
I mean,
we're not esports yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different level of esports. Our players are really carrying it, not through their skill, but through their fantastic social interaction.
It's a mockery.
You know, that's how we do things here.
All right, going to stick with these characters. In fact, it was Chris that wanted a sort of break. Wasn't ready for it despite being the victor.
He wanted to sit down and, you know, take that moment to sort of think about everything that's going on. Okay, jump in from Chris early. Interesting. Ooh, backdash on the second Psycho Axe. And Chris trying to find that space. When you fight against Guile up close, it's very tough for him to gain that space to throw booms, right?
Ooh. Punish the jump in now. Polymex getting a good read on Chris's different approach in this second match.
Chris stood up there to block the over, so no flash kick was available. And this, I like the orb pressure. I really think this is an important adjustment for Problem to make. And Chris doesn't really seem to know what to do. Yeah, he just kind of panic jumped out, was hoping for something, but it seems like Problem has made a good kind of discovery on how he should be playing this.
But Chris ever the one to adjust, doesn't want to give Bison a bullet.
There's been a lot of wake-up buttons for Problem too, and Chris has got to keep those meaties tight to avoid it. Oh, that was sick.
Through. Perfect timing on that.
Yeah, he knows. He's like, look, if you're going to throw me and do light punch boom, then I know that I can dash through this setup.
Clocks him in the face. Good anti-air.
All right, just the air-to-air. Try to get him with a double card combo, and that double knee, that great damage adding up quick, but Chris gets some of his
own. Buddy.
I thought that was going to be a punish on the forward dash, but now Problem with a huge damage. And
gosh!
Frame trap?
What was that? Yes. Ender. Chris reeling in his chair in disbelief that the momentum could have shifted so quickly in favor of the Redcoats. And again, he's waiting for some more time, some pause to reflect on what just happened in that reverse mauling.
Yeah, he actually turned around and asked for some, can I get some quiet in here?
Hush.
Hush up. I'm trying to play here, okay? Be serious, guys. And the mocking shush in the background will tell you how they felt about that. I'm sure there's plenty of ATP shush in the chat about that one. Christy really thinking about it here. This is this a qualifier match? No, I think it's one more after this to qualify for that top 8 spot. So,
man,
deep in the bracket. It's the top 32 here at final round.
Great slide. That would have punished had a good block.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, this is that corner pressure that Problem had used to so much success with jump in leads to a throw from Chris.
Yeah, he tried to frame trap and just mistimed it.
Oh, beautiful delay on the answer, but eats the cross counter.
Yeah, scary spot to be. Immediate check again. Chris throws him out of it, and this wake-up scenario has not been good for Chris. He's been missing a lot of his medias.
Activates.
Oh, that was a sick punish.
Wow, right through the boom.
Yeah, he knew the punish. He knew exactly what to do.
Doesn't want to get frame trapped and is eating all these throws.
Chris missed the boom. Oh, late cancel on it. Chris does have full critical art. Yeah, I looked for the frame trap. If that had hit, would have been the round for Chris G.
Problem perhaps knowing that. Rather take the throw than anything.
Oh, and
what side is that?
Yeah.
Come on.
He just wasn't prepared. He totally thought it was going to be Devil's Reverse in the front, right? And if you just do the stomp, he stays in the front. And if you do that, then he ends up right behind you. So Chris wasn't prepared. And Problem really leading here with a lot of
preemptive jump. Anti-air to air.
Since that first game, Problem was perfect. He really looks like he knows exactly what he should be doing.
Super fast adjustment.
Yeah, his pressure is so much better. He knows that Chris doesn't want to check on a lot of these frame traps. He knows how to fight the neutral better with the orbs, although this pressure is important. Yeah, the wake up short again. And his jump timing has been so good, but Chris with the activation.
About it. Gonna lead into some loops here.
Let's see a Problem maybe reacts to the booms with that EX stomp again. Neutral jump, Chris is in a good spot. A lot of gray built up, but he backs off. Problem with tons of resources to work with. And you see Chris G is so focused on dealing with that ground approach from Bison. 2 bars.
Checks that slide.
Oh, and the meaty. Yeah, he's been doing a great job of following up on that because Problem's been hitting that short on wake up so often that you really got to time that meaty perfectly.
Okay, here we go. Final rounds between these two.
Again, that short check, Chris G.
Putting on the early system pressure. This is where he had found so much success in the previous round.
Oh, the walk!
Chris just walks right under and puts his opponent into the corner himself.
Yeah, very smart from Chris G. That's great spacing.
Great
again, the buttons from Problem. He's been doing it so much now. Chris has forced him to block. Out of there.
Which side was it? Didn't matter. He jumped out very nicely.
Yeah, that escape was so important from Chris G. Oh, the Dictator walking him down the throw. Chris has conditioned him to block. He baits the forward dash, stays solid, but this is big damage for Problem, and he's one hard read from getting this now. You see Chris bait, he waited. He wanted to see if there'd be Devil's Reverse.
There it
so
was.
patient. Oh, Chris!
Dash right through it. One hit
more
away.
button could do it. Chris gets clipped by the air-to-air. If he gets crush countered, this round could be over, but the jab.
Saw the dash. Saw the dash.
Ooh.
Great sportsmanship there from Problem.
And you see Chris G.
Thrilling transatlantic match.
Yeah,
Is he going to stay here
close.
on for his next one?
Yeah, amazing adjustment. I think the most important thing that Chris G did there was he realized that Problem was constantly checking with the 3-frame. Constant counter buttons, right? So because of that, Chris G kind of like immediately realized that, went for a lot of frame traps. He frame trapped Problem 3 to 4 times and immediately was like, okay, I've got you figured out. Now that I know that you want to do that, I will go for the throws. So good work from Chris G. That was a great adjustment.